Ask Dr. O. Trustworthy, competent, confident, professional, honest, focused, intelligent, disciplined, real answers to real questions. A healthy mind is a healthy body. AskDrO.com.
Hello everyone, I'm here with Mrs. Paula Ward, who is the president of the Coalition of 100 Black Women, the Mecca Chapter here in Atlanta. We're going to talk a little bit this morning about breast cancer awareness in the metropolitan Atlanta area. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself, Ms. Ward?
Well, I am a mother and a grandmother. I live with my husband, Harold, out in the South Fulton area. And I am really delighted to be able to sit here with you this morning.
Thank you for coming, and we're glad you chose to spend a little time with us to discuss this very, shall we say, intimate but important topic. Now, from my understanding, you're a survivor of breast cancer?
Yes, I am a 10-year survivor.
Congratulations. Can you tell us a little bit about how did you discover you had this particular illness?
My breast cancer was discovered during a routine mammogram.
Mm-hmm.
And I received that dreaded call to come back for more tests. And I ended up getting
Biopsy?
a biopsy.
Okay.
And was told that I did have cancer. However, it was stage 0.
Okay.
So I was very fortunate that it was caught so early.
And how did you feel when you first got that call?
For me, it was a very frightening call. I panicked and I was very distraught.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the reason for that is 2 years before I received the call, my younger sister died as a result of breast cancer. So it was very devastating for me.
How did you share the information with your family?
Reluctantly.
Okay.
I was very reluctant because particularly my mother
Mm-hmm.
and my brother, they were still dealing with the loss of my sister.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a very difficult decision that I had to make as to how much I would share.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up actually not telling my mother.
Okay.
For she was 90 years old.
Oh.
And I thought it was best that I had the support of the rest of my family, dealt with my treatment, and spared her
Mm-hmm.
that knowledge because I didn't think it was fair to her.
Okay. How did you get through all of this?
With a lot of prayer
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of support from my friends and my family.
Excellent. What advice would you give to a young lady, middle-aged lady, or a more seasoned young lady who may have felt a lump and is afraid to go forward? What kind of advice would you give them?
That's a very interesting question for me because we're actually dealing with that in my family right now.
Mm-hmm.
For younger women, middle-aged women, and older women, I would tell them if you feel a lump, go immediately to your physician to get a mammogram. If you don't have health insurance, then call your county health department and find out about low or no cost mammograms. When we talk about older women, I have an aunt who just celebrated her 104th birthday.
Mm.
And just last month, my cousin found a lump in her breast, and my aunt was diagnosed with breast cancer. So we're dealing right now with the decision as to what do you do for someone who has lived 104 years old. So we have determined she's going to get the lumpectomy, to have the lump removed, and that's it. But that decision was not made lightly, and it was only made after going through the testing and gathering all the information that was available. And that is what I recommend to any woman at any age.
I want to thank you, Ms. Ward, for having this heart-to-heart discussion with us on today. And for those of you that are watching, this is a very dear conversation. It's something that's dear to both the Coalition of 100 Black Women as well as AskDrO.com. And we have decided to partner this month to make you more aware of the opportunities, the treatment, and what you can do to partner with us. If you will go to the site, there's a button that you can click. If you can make a donation, 5, 10, whatever you want to give, that will help us carry the banner on to help fight this disease. We're partnering with a great organization who has a wonderful president, and we look forward to hearing more from you. Any questions you have, those that I can't answer, I will get those questions answered. This is the month to come forward so that you can become more aware about breast cancer in the United States and abroad. Thank you for listening.
AskDrO.com.